Let me get some finger snaps. Oh, Tinder, you were so good to me. Oh, Tinder, you were once an entity I couldn't live without. Oh, Tinder, did you ever provide me such unforgettable memories and successful endeavors? And you were there, Tinder. You were there to hold my hand all through. Because, I was out here. I was doing my thing. I was slaying all these girls. But, I couldn't do it without the help of, the app called Tinder. Because, I got to do my thing. I got to give proper words. I'm sorry. You watched me grow from a boy to a man to a goon. Now to the realest goon anyone has ever met. And for that, I appreciate it. But I must also say this. Oh, Tinder, while you have been gracious during my lifetime, there were times that you had me all the way messed up. Let's talk about it. So it's 2023, and I understand. The concept of meeting people in person pretty much doesn't exist anymore, so we spend most of our time on our phone just doing whatever with it. Like for dating apps, I'm pretty sure most of us are just over there swiping, letting our brain rot till we pass out, then we pick right back up and we keep swiping till our brain rots again. Getting that daily dopamine hit of seeing the opposite sex and just imagining what you could do to that person if you guys happen to match. I ain't gonna hold you, I did the same thing, so I ain't here to judge. But there is a reality that some of the people on this app are really, really sketchy and might put you in precarious situations you didn't want to find yourself in. I'm pretty sure people got stories about this, and ladies and gentlemen, I got a story for you. So I'm in my room one day doing my daily swipes, doing my thug thizzle, trying to find me a little cutie, to just bag for the weekend. And 5 minutes into my session, I match with a very interesting looking female, very exotic looking, body tight, nice face, nice lips, looking really good. And you know what? I was shocked that she matched with me because, I look like... Anyways, I start texting her, and surprisingly, she is flowing with me on our text conversations. And anytime I get a feeling of that, I try to transition that conversation from text to phone or FaceTime so I can keep her interest peaked. That's a tip for you no-game having ass n***s. Thank me later. So now we're on FaceTime and we're having a very fine conversation. Her interest seems to still be peaked. So I figured this is probably the right time to ask her if she wanted to link up. I don't be wasting no time. These girls' interests dwindle hour by hour. Obviously, you gotta read the room first. So I invited her to a coffee shop that was pretty close to where I lived, and she seemed pretty down with the idea of linking up with the boy. So I'm feeling myself a little bit like, yeah, she really trying to link with the kid. I'm shitting on these niggas, I'm out here. While I'm basking in my moment of glory, she decides to tell me that,
oh, by the way, the only reason I'm on Tinder is to make my ex-boyfriend jealous.
Immediately should have seen the red flags, but she was way too damn fine for me to notice any of them. I should have cut it off right there, but instead I responded by saying,
what that got to do with me? What, does he want some coffee too? I don't remember inviting him for some coffee, but I remember inviting you. As a matter of fact, why you got to bring up some negative stuff? You know what? I'm going to act like you ain't never said that. That last part, I'm blocking it out of my memory bank. You ain't say that. You ain't say that. You too fine.
After I was done with my rambling, I believe he did say, well, don't say I didn't warn you, but I think I chose to forget that part or dismiss it. I don't know. Anyways, we wrap up the conversation. I go to bed because I got to reserve my energy. I got a big day the next day. I got a coffee date. Why I say coffee like that? Why I say coffee like that? Like I'm from Boston or something. Anyways, so the next day rolls around and I'm preparing for my date, checking myself out in the mirror, admiring my muscles because she might want to take my clothes off. So, I got to make sure I look right. Trying on my clothes. I'm about to get all the hoes today and shit on these niggas. That's how I'm feeling. So now I'm all ready to go. So I go check my phone because I had texted her early on the day, just basically confirming that we are still good on plans. I'm looking at my phone and, yep, I noticed she hadn't responded to my messages, so I have not heard from her the entire day, and it's 30 minutes till we have to go meet up. It didn't really take long for me to realize that this chick just ghosted me and she flaked. So I'm sitting there, pondering why she possibly could have flaked on me. Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I present myself in the wrong way? Nah. She's just a female. That's what they do. This ain't my first rodeo, people. So you just chuck it to the game and you keep it pushing. Now I'm under the impression I am never gonna meet this chick and it's okay. So about an hour later, I get a call with the no caller ID on it, and I usually don't pick those up, but I'm like, maybe it could possibly be her. So I pick up, and the person on the phone was a guy pretending to be a girl. Specifically, the girl I just matched on Tinder. This kinda sketchy, but it didn't really take me too long to put together that this was probably the ex. And based off him pretending, he definitely didn't know that I had already spoken to the girl on the phone, so I know how she sounds. But you know what, I just found this a little bit comical. So he says on the phone, pretending to be her, he says, "Hey, I know we were supposed to meet earlier today, but I kinda lost my phone. Can you please remind me where exactly we were supposed to meet? Maybe we can still make it." I literally just hung up because I wasn't gonna entertain this. I already knew what this was. But he calls me right back, and I just go off on him. I'm like, "Dog, you are mad corny. I already spoke to your girl on the phone. I know how she sounds. You the ex, right? You are a cornball. This is lame, dog. Why are you calling my phone? I don't even know you." Then he turns up on me and is like, "What your life like, nigga? Why you talking to my girl? You don't want none of these problems. Where you at, boy?" Then we start going off on each other, like basically doing some nigga shit, threatening each other. Like, I don't even know how a dude looks, but you know, he's threatening my masculinity. I gotta say something. And we going back and forth. And mid-argument, I start thinking like, why am I arguing with dude? I don't really know him. I don't even know the girl like that. Like, this shit ain't even worth it. So I calmed down the energy in the conversation, and oddly enough, we did have a pretty decent talk afterwards. His whole thing was that he had messed up with his girl and he didn't want to lose her, and he saw we had matched on Tinder, so he just wanted to know what that situation was. I basically tell him like, well, first of all, calling my phone ain't gonna give you the answers. It's kind of weird that you did that, but secondly, I kind of said this to kind of calm his nerve. I tell him old girl is only on Tinder to piss him off, and I guess that was a breath of fresh air because he thought that, okay, that means she still wants him and she's not completely moved on. So he actually thanked me for telling him that, and pretty much the conversation ended afterwards. He thanked me and we said a few things afterwards, but that was it. Never heard from the girl, never heard from him again. You know, I enjoy telling these stories, but I guess this is the first time I've actually sat back and reflected on this one because I never considered how terribly this could have possibly gone. I guess the only saving grace was that we made plans on the phone, not on text. What if he'd seen the text and knew where I was supposed to be? I don't know how dude looks. He could have possibly showed up to the coffee shop with a weapon, with a couple of people to jump me. You just never know. It's kind of crazy out here, but look, I know everybody, you know, 2023, we're into dating apps and everything, so people be careful, be very vigilant, be aware. You never know the kind of people you run into and what kind of predicaments they gonna put you in. So yeah, it's crazy out here. Niggas is wildin'. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.